Hey everyone, Mark here, and today we're going to have some fun exploring the world of budget-friendly 4K TVs with the LG 50-inch class UT75 series. This TV has been getting a lot of love online, and it's easy to see why. Priced at just $279.99, the 50UT7570PUB offers some pretty sweet specs for the money. But is it really worth it? Let's dive in and see. We'll check out everything from its stunning 4K resolution to its smart features, and by the end of this video you'll have a clear idea of what this TV brings to the table. Oh, and before I forget, this TV is currently rocking an awesome 4.6 out of 5 stars with 193 reviews, so it's definitely turning heads. You can snag it online or in stores with the SKU 6578195. Hey there! Let's start with what I think is the absolute best thing about this TV, the picture quality for the price. It's amazing how much value you get without breaking the bank. Seriously, for under $300 you're getting a 4K panel that looks surprisingly good. It's almost hard to believe that this level of quality is available at such a budget-friendly price. Now don't get me wrong, this isn't going to compete with those high-end OLEDs out there, but for everyday viewing it's fantastic. You get a lot of bang for your buck, and it's perfect for a family room or a secondary TV. Colors are vibrant, blacks are surprisingly deep for an LED panel, and the overall sharpness is impressive. The color accuracy is quite good, making everything from movies to sports look great. I tested it out with a bunch of different content, from streaming 4K HDR movies to playing some PS5, and I was consistently impressed with how good everything looked. The gaming experience in particular was smooth and visually stunning. The HDR performance is particularly noteworthy. It enhances the viewing experience by adding more depth and realism to the picture. It's not the most mind-blowing HDR implementation I've ever seen, but it definitely adds an extra layer of depth and detail to compatible content. You'll notice the difference in scenes with high contrast and bright highlights. If you're someone who's coming from an older 1080p TV, the jump to 4K on this LG is going to blow you away. The difference in clarity and detail is night and day. It's just so much more detail and clarity, especially on a 50-inch screen. The larger screen size really showcases the 4K resolution, making everything look more lifelike. Even if you're used to 4K, I think you'll be surprised by how good this budget-friendly LG looks. It holds its own against more expensive models in many ways. It's amazing how far TV technology has come in recent years, that you can get this level of picture quality at this price point. The advancements in display technology have made high-quality viewing accessible to more people. Honestly, if the picture quality was the only thing this TV had going for it, it would still be a solid recommendation from me. But there's so much more to appreciate about this model, but of course there's more to it than that. Stay tuned as we dive into the other features that make this TV a great choice. Alright, let's chat about something that might bug you a bit, and with the LG UT75 there's one thing that kinda got to me, the viewing angles. Now this is pretty common with LED TVs, especially in this price range, but it's still worth mentioning. Basically, the picture quality starts to drop a bit when you're watching from the side. Colors become a bit less accurate, and the contrast isn't as sharp. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to keep in mind if you often have people watching TV from different spots in the room. If you're sitting right in front of the TV, you're all set. But if you're off to the side at a more extreme angle, you might notice a difference in picture quality. It's not the worst I've seen, but it's definitely something to consider depending on your viewing setup. If you've got a wide couch and people are often sitting at an angle, it's something to think about. That being said, for most people I don't think the viewing angles will be a huge issue. As long as you're not constantly watching TV from the side of the room, you're probably not going to notice it too much. Plus, when you consider the price point, it's a trade-off that I'm personally willing to make. You can't expect flagship-level viewing angles on a budget-friendly TV. One thing you can do to help is to tweak the picture settings. Sometimes adjusting the brightness and contrast can improve the viewing experience from different angles. There are also calibration tools available that can help you get the best possible picture quality, even if you're not sitting directly in front of the screen. So while the viewing angles might not be perfect, there are ways to make the most out of your TV watching experience. Overall, for the price, the LG UT75 offers a lot of value, and the viewing angle issue is a minor trade-off for an otherwise great TV. Hey there! Let's dive into one of the coolest features of this TV, the 4K UHD Resolution. You've probably seen it mentioned in ads, and trust me, there's a good reason for that. It's a total game changer for home entertainment. Now I bet most of you have heard of 4K by now, but just in case, it means this TV has 4 times the resolution of a standard 1080p TV. More pixels mean more detail, and who doesn't love that? This means you get a much sharper, more detailed picture. Imagine watching a nature documentary and seeing every leaf on a tree or a cityscape where every window in a skyscraper is crystal clear. Pretty awesome, right? Once you experience 4K, it's really hard to go back to 1080p, especially on a big screen like this 50-inch model. The difference is like night and day, making your viewing experience so much better. Everything from text to textures just looks so much clearer and more defined. Whether you're reading subtitles or admiring the intricate details in a movie scene, the clarity is unbeatable. And with more and more content being released in 4K, from streaming services to Blu-ray discs, you're setting yourself up for years of awesome viewing. Major streaming platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney Plus are always adding more 4K content. One of the best things about 4K is how much more immersive it makes movies and TV shows. The enhanced resolution pulls you into the story, making you feel like you're part of the action. You feel like you're right there in the action, and the level of detail really brings out the nuances in the picture. Whether it's the subtle emotions on an actor's face or the fast-paced excitement of a sports game, everything is more vivid. Even if you're not watching native 4K content, this LG does a pretty good job of upscaling lower resolution content. This means that your older DVDs and even some streaming content will look better than ever. It's not going to magically make a 720p video look like 4K, but it definitely helps to sharpen things up and make them look better on the big screen. The upscaling technology works to enhance the overall picture quality, making it more enjoyable to watch. Overall, the 4K UHD resolution is a huge selling point for this TV. It's one of those features that, once you experience it, you won't want to live without. It's a noticeable upgrade over 1080p, and it makes everything from movies to gaming look absolutely stunning. The vibrant colors, the sharp details, and the overall enhanced viewing experience make it a worthwhile investment for any home entertainment setup. Now let's chat about the brains behind this beauty, LG's webOS Smart TV platform. I've always been a big fan of webOS. It's clean, it's intuitive, and it's super easy to use, even if you're not a tech wizard. Navigating through the menus is a breeze, and you've got quick access to all your favorite streaming apps like Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, Disney Plus, Hulu, and a whole bunch more. One of the things I love about webOS is that it doesn't feel cluttered with a ton of unnecessary stuff. It's just a streamlined, user-friendly experience that gets you to the content you want as quickly as possible. The Magic Remote is also a sweet addition. It's got a built-in microphone for voice control, which is super handy for searching for content or adjusting settings without having to fumble around with a traditional remote. And if you're someone who likes to multitask, you'll love the picture-in-picture mode, which lets you watch 2 different sources at the same time, so you can keep an eye on the game while you're browsing through channels, for example. Overall, webOS is a fantastic smart TV platform that adds a lot of value to this LG TV. It's easy to use, it's packed with features, and it just works. Alright, let's dive into what makes this TV really shine: the LED display. LED TVs have been around for a bit, but they're still a fantastic choice, especially if you're on a budget. They strike a great balance between picture quality, energy efficiency, and affordability. The UT75 uses what LG calls direct LED backlighting, which means the LEDs are placed right behind the screen. This helps to give you more even backlighting compared to some other LED setups. One of the great things about LED TVs is how energy efficient they are. They use less power than other types of displays, which can save you some cash on your energy bill over time. Plus, LED TVs are known for being super slim, so they won't take up much space in your living room. Now, LED TVs don't have the perfect black levels like OLEDs, but the UT75 does a surprisingly good job for an LED panel. It's not going to be as inky black as an OLED, but it's still pretty impressive. Overall, the LED display tech in this LG TV is solid. It delivers great picture quality, it's energy efficient, and it helps keep the TV thin and light. So, there you have it, folks. The LG 50-inch class UT75 Series 4K TV. For just $279.99, this TV is a fantastic deal. You're getting a crisp 4K resolution, A super easy to use smart TV experience with webOS, and pretty good picture quality thanks to the LED display technology. The model number is 50UT7570PUB, and I'll pop a link in the description below so you can check it out yourself. If you're looking for an affordable 4K TV that doesn't cut corners, the LG UT75 is definitely worth a look.